Hey everyone, and welcome to Boston Autoblog. This is a change of pace. For the first time in quite a while, I'm not featuring a crossover or a sedan. Instead, I am taking a look at the all-new 2020 Audi A6 Allroad. Now, this is just my opinion, but I think it's safe to say that the station wagon is slowly coming back into style in this country. Let's think about it, especially in the luxury car market. You have the Volvo V60 and V90. You have the Mercedes-Benz E63 wagon, which will now go up against the R6 Avant. And also you have the Jaguar XF Sport Brake. So this little segment right here is really starting to grow in size. And I think there's a lot of reasons for that. One of those reasons is practicality, but on top of that, a lot of Americans are reluctant to buy a crossover, whether it's because they don't want to join the trend or they don't want to have the same vehicle as their neighbor. The A6 Allroad and station wagons in general are a viable option, especially today, where a lot of station wagons that we're seeing join the market are really blurring the lines between a sedan and a crossover thanks to the added ground clearance. Now, this makes station wagons perfect for people who live in northern regions of the country who need year-round versatility. Now, the A6 Allroad of today is a lot different. It's more luxurious. There's a lot of nice features with this car that we're going to check out later in this review. So in this video, we're going to check out why the A6 Allroad might be the perfect option for you if you don't want to buy a crossover. Now, before we get in this review, I'd like to thank Ira Audi of Peabody in Peabody, Massachusetts for allowing me to do this review. The link will be in the description below so you can check out their extensive Audi inventory. And so, without wasting any further time, let's get right in this review. As we await the much-anticipated arrival of the R6 Avant, the return of the A6 Allroad to North America is significant in more ways than one. First being that crossovers have inadvertently opened the door for station wagons to find a foothold in the automotive market. But with consumers not only demanding practicality, but also year-round versatility, the Allroad provides both. After a 15-year hiatus, Audi is using the A6 Allroad nameplate as a way to fill out their non-sedan lineup. And despite having a road presence that leans more towards luxury rather than a rugged off-road look like Audi station wagons of the past, the A6 Allroad is here to give consumers an alternative to SUVs. It first starts with versatility, and for 2020 the A6 Allroad comes standard with air suspension that will adjust based on driving speed and the various drive modes you can choose from. With Americans accustomed to a lifted ride height, this is rather important as buyers will have the best of both worlds. At its highest, the A6 has a ground clearance of 7.3 inches, which actually is more elevated than the Audi Q3. But in dynamic mode, this station wagon takes on the appearance of a car with a low profile and sleek design. In terms of dimensions, the Allroad comes in at 11 inches longer, but no difference in width than the Q5. Which does give you the perception of being in a bigger vehicle. However, as we'll find out later in this review, there's tech features inside that will make parking and driving this car much easier. Distinguishing the Allroad from the A6 sedan is the front grille design, with chrome accents running vertically rather than horizontally. Not only was this done to set it apart from the family cars in the Audi lineup, but the crossovers are beginning to share the same front fascia, like we've seen with the Q3 and Q7. What stands out the most is the lack of plastic cladding up front, which is most certainly a welcoming sight as Audi emphasizes upscale design rather than unnecessarily adding aesthetic features that insinuate off-road capability. Coming standard will be full LED headlights. However, on the Prestige, you won't get the option to receive the Matrix design LED lights, which have become coveted since Audi introduced them on some of their latest models. Moving to the side profile, the silhouette of the A6 Allroad is certainly pleasing to look at with a sporty roofline, which is attributing to the resurgence of station wagons. For both the Premium Plus and Prestige trims, the Allroad will sit on 20-inch 10-spoke V-design wheels, and obviously with the RS6 arriving shortly, you won't have the option for additional wheels or red brake calipers to minimize any resemblance to performance models. Power adjustable body color folding side mirrors with LED turn signal indicators will complete the front portion of the A6. Coming around back, full LED taillights and progressive turn signals being integrated into the design gives the Allroad an upscale appearance. But more importantly, just like with the front fascia, the limited use of plastic cladding and an emphasis on a classy design truly gives the Allroad a great road presence from all angles. For performance, the A6 Allroad is powered by a 3-liter turbocharged V6 engine that puts out 335 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque, and is paired with a 7-speed automatic transmission. Quattro all-wheel drive will come standard, giving drivers year-round practicality, particularly for consumers in northern regions of the United States. And for fuel economy, you can expect to receive 20 miles per gallon in the city and 26 miles per gallon on the highway. Inside, you're greeted by power-adjustable heated leather seats for both the driver and passenger. If you were to opt for the executive package, you'd receive ventilated front seats along with heated rear seats. In front of you is Audi's virtual cockpit, and coming standard on the A6 Allroad is the navigation package, giving you the full experience of this digital display. Not only does Audi provide the most in-depth digital cluster, but resolution and quality are certainly top-notch. Moving over to the infotainment system, you'll have 2 touchscreens, with the bottom display replacing the buttons for your dual-zone climate control up front and 3-level heated seats. The top screen is Audi's latest MMI user interface, which not only is easy to adapt to, but responsiveness is what you'd expect from tablets, with easy transitions from one menu to the next. From here, you can change driving modes, check news and weather, and use the onboard navigation among numerous other functions. You will get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility, along with the Bang & Olufsen 16-speaker 3D sound system. However, drawing my attention was the numerous camera angles you can scroll through and use, including Audi's 3D camera, which gives you a 360 view around your car. While Audi has been using this technology in their vehicles for over a year, the A6 we have today is a Premium Plus and not the Prestige. As mentioned earlier, despite the size of the Allroad and the perception of being in a bigger car, having front and rear cameras with trajectory will make parking and navigating the A6 around tight streets and corners very simple. For the center console, a clean and classy layout with dark brown walnut wood inlays will make the driving experience that much more comfortable. You will find a wireless phone charging pad and 2 USB inputs for the center storage compartment. And rounding out the front seating area, you'll get a power moonroof. Now for passengers in the back, you're going to get a lot of legroom here. In fact, this would be very similar to what you expect in a crossover. Now, I adjusted this seat to someone of my height around 5'5", but what I've noticed here is that the seating positions in this car are actually really comfortable. I think, depending on what your size or height is, I think you're going to find yourself very comfortable in this car up front, especially if you're the driver. But I have a lot of legroom here, and I certainly am nowhere close to even complaining. But let's move on. Now, I'm going to be honest here. I do think that this car would be more suitable for just 2 passengers in the back, just because the rear hump is very aggressive. Now, of course, you do have some room here, like where my feet are, nice placements. Hopefully, if I had passengers back here, additional passengers, they'd be very courteous and kind of lean more towards the doors. But I think you actually could fit a 5th person back here. Just make sure that they're actually the shortest person and your shortest passenger who's going to be sitting back here. And then, on the passenger side, I should say, I still have plenty of room. I adjusted the seat a little bit further back. It's not all the way back, but I still have a lot of room. So if you're on 5'7", 5'8", I think you're going to find yourself really comfortable back here. Also, you have a lot of headroom as well. So I think people around 6 feet tall could definitely find themselves being very comfortable back here. But more importantly, this car is really blurring the lines between a car and a crossover. Also, for passengers in the back, to make their driving experience very comfortable, you have a center armrest with 2 cup holders that pop out, along with quad zone climate control. That is right. So on the driver's side, you have 77 degrees, and on my side, 72, so they're not synced up. You can also change the fan speeds individually along with where you want the air to be blowing on you. So that's really nice. I've seen this feature in other station wagons in this price range as well, so it's great to see in the A6 Allroad. You also have 2 additional USB inputs and a 12-volt outlet. Now on the A6 Allroad, and this comes standard, you do get a power liftgate. And inside you're going to find just around 30 cubic feet of rear cargo room, which actually rivals a lot of compact crossovers on the market today. But more importantly, check out how much room I have here. This is all my camera gear, and I have plenty of room for groceries or any other items I'm carrying with me. I also have a side pocket for smaller items or if I had detailing equipment to keep this car clean. But really, overall, the amount of room I have here, the amount of practicality, is one of the reasons why station wagons have a great opportunity to make a comeback in the United States. And then once you're done, just press the button and the liftgate will close automatically. Now at the end of the day, the Audi A6 Allroad has a lot going for it. Has a great road presence, has that practicality you're looking for if you're looking for a crossover, but more importantly, there's a station wagon. But also, to me, you have a really nice executive interior. Dual touchscreens, quad zone climate control, and this isn't even the top trim. What I love about Audi is that they have a really nice sense of attention to detail. So interior-wise, it's very comfortable being behind the wheel. It's very comfortable being in this car. I had to drive this vehicle a little bit further back, away from the dealership. This is where I'm located, further back. And I have to say that how it drove, how it handled, how it felt, it's really, really comfortable. One of the more comfortable cars I've tested and reviewed on this channel. What I will say is that if you are planning on driving this car for road trips, like 2 hours, 3 hours, you will not get bored or tired of it. This car really feels truly nice. And around $67,000 to $70,000, that's exactly what you're looking for. So guys, if you are looking for a crossover but really want to buy one and you're looking for something a little more car-like, I think the Audi A6 Allroad will fit the bill. I really, truly believe that. It has a little more of a drive height just because it has that nice mix of being a crossover and sedan, but also you have that extra ground clearance that sets it apart from sedans. You have that year-round versatility. So really, I truly think that this is a great alternative if you don't want to buy a crossover. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys next time.